I am making this beautiful album in the basket right from the scratch in this video, where we are going to learn how to create the base, how to create the beautiful pages, how to decorate it, decoration of the cover page as well as the basket. So stay tuned because I am going to share all the measurements and pro tips and tricks to make this stunning album. Hi, I am Crafter Sabha, and if you love unique handmade crafts, you are at the right place. I am going to make sure that by the end of this video, you will have all the skills to create this stunning album from the scratch. We are going to start the process with the preparation of album base. For this, all the measurements are mentioned on the screen. Now I am using chipboard sheets here, which is of 900 GSM. You can also go and use 1200 GSM or 1000 GSM of chipboards as well. Also at the same time, if you don't have chipboards, you can go with the cardboards as well. Now I am going to arrange all these chipboard sheets on a piece of cardstock. So whenever we arrange the cover page and the spine, the center part, make sure that you keep a little gap between each layers. Now if you are curious about knowing the gap between the two layers, then you can simply take two chipboard sheets together. You can join it and you can just see the difference. I am using these two chipboard sheets together to maintain the gap between the cover page and the spine area. Now once it is finalized, I am going to paste all the layers on the cardstock. So if you are new and you are always confused about the equal gap between the two layers of the cover page and the spine, then this trick is really gonna help you a lot. Now once it is properly dried, I am going to cut the corners as I have shown in the video. Make sure that you are not cutting just next to the corner edge. You just need to leave a little gap. And why we do so, we are going to know it in the further process. Now here is our basic structure is ready. Make sure that whenever you are pasting the chipboards on the cardstock, you are aligning it properly, because this is the very important step and it will give you a perfect finishing to your cover page and the entire album. Now let's start scoring the corners so that it is easy to fold the cardstock. Now I am going to use this bone folder, which is absolutely optional, but it is actually help you to give a proper crisp folds. Now let's start pasting it. Now let's recall the point that where I told you that we don't have to cut the corners from the just next to the corner of the chipboard. Why we do so is because when you fold the papers at this time, you get a perfect crisp corner. So if you want to make a perfect crisp corners of your album, make sure that you follow this point. Now you can see here how beautiful and the perfect finishing we got at the corners. I am going to do some scoring to the center part as well so that it is easy to fold the cover page and the back page. And here is our basic structure is ready. And now let's proceed with the next process. Now here I am using Let It Be collection from Graphic 45, and I choose one pattern paper and I've cut out the pattern paper. The size is mentioned on the screen. Now this pattern paper cutout we are going to use to cover the inside part of the album base. Now for my this album, rather than the regular pages, I am going to use this die set, which is again from the Graphic 45. Now to make the pages of this album, I am going to use this craft color cardstock, and using this album I am going to cut out few pages for the album. Now as you can see, there is a folded line at the center from where you can fold, and this way you can get the center part as well, which will work as a pocket, and you can insert some tags and the photo mat inside. Now I have also cut out some pattern papers using the same die, and the choice of the pattern paper totally depends on you, that how you want to decorate your album. For me, I have used these two pattern papers right now. So usually I go with if I'm using one side with the very much cluttered design, I prefer to go with the other pattern paper with little less design. Now because we have used the same die for the pattern paper and cardstock, and I want my pattern paper to be little smaller, so I am going to just chop the sides of the pattern paper so that when I paste it on my cardstock, the edges of the cardstock would be visible. And this is how I want the look of my pages. Here I am using the corner punch just to chop out those extra pointy corners. Now as I said that we are going to use this die cutout, we are going to fold it from the center and we are going to paste it. So of course for the inside part we do not need the entire pattern paper, hence to save the pattern paper I am going to use only this much of part, and because this is the only part which is going to be visible when we are going to fold and make the pocket pages. Now let's start pasting it. For pasting it I am using a PVC glue. You can use any glue of your choice. Now as you can see, when we fold it, this is the only part which is going to be visible, and that's why I have cut out the extra pattern paper, and this way we save our pattern paper and also we decorate the pages. Now I am going to stick the corners as we wanted to make it into a pocket. I'm sure many of you would be aware that the craft colored cardstock are little tricky and time taking when it comes to paste it together. So for this I am using the clips to hold the sides. Now once that is done, I am going to decorate the outer side of the pocket pages, and for this I am using the remaining pattern paper which we cut out. Now following the same process, I have made total 6 pages for my album. and every page I have decorated using the different pattern papers. Now we need to attach all these pages to the base of our album. Because we are making the pages with the die cut out and we are not making any authentic spine to attach the pages, so for this we need to make a separate joint to attach the page with the album base. For this I am going to take out these strips of the cardstock. Now these are the paper strips cut out from the cardstock. The measurements are 1.5 cm by 15 cm. Because our page's height is 15 cm, so we have made the strips length also 15 cm. I am going to take one step and going to apply glue only to the one side of this folded strip, and this is the part which we are going to attach with the page. If you observe, I have not pasted any pattern paper right now to the other side of the pages, because if I do so, this will ruin my entire look of the album. So what I am going to do is I will fix the strips with the pages, and then I am going to cover this joint with the pattern paper. And now, because this is the only half part of our die, so what we are going to do is we are only going to cut the half part from the pattern paper. You do not need to cut the entire die cut out. So you just take your pattern paper, you put your die and just cut out till the center part of the die. And here, because it has the scored lines already in the die, so I am cutting out from here. That's how all the pages are complete and it is properly covered with the pattern paper from both the sides. Now let's attach these pages with the cover page. For this, I am going to apply the glue to the remaining part of the strip and I am going to paste it with the spine. Now let's start with the decoration of the pages. For this I am using another die from Graphic 45 and I am going to cut out the cardstock and pattern paper from it. Now as you can see, this is also a die which we can fold and we can also make it a pocket. So this I am planning to put it on my pages. Again, I am only going to decorate the visible part with the pattern paper as we did for the pages. Now because I have the dies for this, I am using these dies. If you do not have the dies, then you can simply cut out the piece of cardstock and then you can just directly paste it on your pages. Creating the multiple pockets for your album pages is absolutely optional, so you can just choose. If you don't want, you can simply make one pocket as well. Now once this type of pocket would be ready, I am going to paste it directly on my pages. Just to increase the extra space, I am not pasting the entire flap. I am just applying the glue only to the 3 corners as you can see in the video, and then I'll paste it on the pages, because this way I am also going to get another space to add the tags inside. And this way you can increase more and more space to your album, and you can give more area to add and accommodate tags and the photos. Now here are some journaling cards from the same pattern paper which I am using to put inside all the pockets. Now this is optional. If you do not have this, then you can simply cut out the pattern paper. You can cut it into various sizes. There is no particular rule about it, so you can cut it as per the requirement and as per the size of your album. Now here is an amazing tip for all my lovely crafters. Now as you can see on the screen, the die was small, so I only used this die to cut the top part of the design. So basically I run my machine only till that area, and then I remove the die and the paper. Then the rest of the part I have cut it manually. So this way as well you can just the amount of the area of design you wanted to cut, you can cut it with the die cutting machine, and the rest you can do the hand cutout. If you want to know the complete tutorial for this, let me know in the comment section so that I will try to shoot another video in more details and share it with you. As I said, if you do not have any dies, then you can simply use some strip of pages or pattern paper or the cardstock, and then you simply apply the glue on the 3 corners, and then you can use it to make the pockets. Now here to make the pocket, I am using the same technique. I am just using a strip of the decorated piece. I love this flower design a lot, so I wanted it to be a part of my album, hence I have added it here. Now as you can see, it is perfect to hold your tags. As I always tell to all my crafty friends and students, that creativity has no boundaries. So as you can see, I have just used a scrap of paper. I've cut the corners, I have made a banner out of it, and I pasted it to decorate my album. So basically I wanted to tell you this because I don't wanted you to be dependent only on the die cutting machines and the dies and the expensive supplies, because there are a lot more creativity which you can do using only a very basic shapes and the ideas. Now I have made various type of pockets and the belly bands. I have also used some flower cutouts, and as you can see, I have just using it as much as possible to make it into a pocket, because I love that pocket has the capacity to hold the tags and the pictures, and it increase the picture holding capacity of your album. So that is what the best thing about making the pockets into your album. At the same time, I was decorating the entire album as well with the available elements and the stickers and the all the ephemeras which I was having in hand. Now whenever you do the decoration part, make sure that you are adding the layers, because the more you get the layers, the more beautiful your product will be and it will look really amazing. So for making the layerings, either you can use glue, or you can also use the double-sided foam tape if you wanted to give the dimension, and this is the best way to do it. I personally don't love to go with the double-sided foam tape. Rather than that, I go with the chipboard pieces, and for dimension I use the glue and the element with those chipboard pieces. Now with the same first die, the folder die, I have cut out only the top part as we have done for the page preparation, and I am using these pieces to insert inside the pockets of the pages. And this is how our entire album is ready with the complete decoration. Now decorating your album is totally depends on you. You just let it flow with your creativity and decorate it with your own ideas. Now let's start working on the cover page. For giving my album a closure, I am using ribbon here. So I am simply going to wrap this ribbon to my album. I am using tacky tape here, but you can also go and use the glue, because on top of that anyways I am going to stick the pattern paper with the glue. So yes, using a glue or a tacky tape is perfectly your choice. Now as you can see, once it is done, I am going to top it with the pattern papers. You can check the measurements on the top. So I decided to use a very subtle and the plain pattern paper with less design into it, because I wanted to give a 3D look of the sunflower on top of my cover page. For that, if I am going to use any cluttered pattern, then it would be difficult to highlight my exact centerpiece or the design which I wanted to make it as a point of attraction. For this, I am just going to use a pattern paper which has minimal design on it. Now here is one of my most favorite part, which is decorating the cover page. And because this time I decided to go with the layering technique, hence I have done the fussy cutout of the same pattern in multiple quantities. Now whenever you want to highlight any element, you just go and use the distressing. So I am using very lighter shade. So this is the distressing from the Graphic 45 and the shade is linen. I want very minimal effect. I don't want any particular color on the edges of my elements, hence I've used very subtle tone to do the distressing of my all the elements. Now there is one more preparation which I have already done, which is on the sunflower. So basically I have use the micro pearl in black color at the center of this flower. So this is the flower which I am going to use on the top of the entire layerings. Also, to merge this black color with the yellow petals, I have used the golden color micro pearls to the sides or the edges of the black circle. So I am going to use 2 or 3 layers. So basically what I have done is, at the center of flower I have applied the glue, then I have put the micro pearls in black color. Then I kept it to dry. Then I have applied the second layer on top of the first layer, and again I kept it to dry, and the same way I have done it for the third time as well, and finally it was done. And once you complete all the 3 layers, at last you can just apply a thin line of a glue and just put the golden glitter or golden micro pearls, whatever you have available with you. Now let's start the work on the cover page. For this I am going to do the layering technique, as I've already mentioned. So first of all, I am just going to make a rough line so that I know where my flowers are covering the area, and to the outside of area I am just going to distress it with the same linen shade distressing, so that it will give a look of the shadow. Now I am going to use double-sided foam tape, and I am going to put the first layer on my cover page. Now exactly on top of the same design I am going to put the second layer, and again this time I am going to use the double-sided foam tape. If you wish, at this time you can add 2 or 3 layers of foam tape. Here I have used only the single layer. And for these side leaves, the big one and the smaller one, I wanted to make it little lifted. For this I have used 2 layers of foam tape. So basically it totally depends like how you want to give the look. If you want to make it little more on top, or if you want to give little more dimension, you add more layers of double-sided foam tape. Now finally I am going to put my main flower, which I have kept it ready with all the micro pearls on top. For this I am going to use 2 layers of foam tape. Now I was quite satisfied with the entire arrangement and the layering, and then I started putting and assembling the butterflies and the honeybees, because no flower arrangements are complete without them. And that's how we completed our beautiful album with the various layering technique and very different and unique style of pages making. Flower and basket has a very beautiful connection, hence I thought of making a beautiful basket for my album. So let's start making it. Here I took the cardstock of 10 7 by 8 of 12 inches and I scored at every 2 7 by 8 of an inch. You can check the measurements on the top. Now I am going to do the folds on all the scored lines. Now let's cut the corners, as you can see in the video. After doing cutting to all the 4 sides, now you can see the paper is turning into a basket shape. So this is the basic structure of a basket, which we are going to stick now using our PVC glue, or you can also use sticky tape for this. I have done the cutout of various pattern papers as per the theme of my album, and now I am going to stick it on my basket base. Once the basket is properly covered from the outside, I am going to take one strip of 1 inches by 12 inches. So this is we are going to use to make the handle of the basket. I am using this die to decorate the edges for the handle as well as for the basket. I'm using this decorative die from Graphic 45, but you can also, if you have any border dies, you can use those too to decorate it. So simply we are going to apply a thin layer of a glue and we will start pasting the laces, the paper laces along with the paper strip which we cut for the handle. I am going to do the same thing to the other side as well, and this is how the strip is looking now. After that I am going to apply the pattern paper to both the sides of the strip. Now here I am using a bone folder. So basically I am using the bone folder to rub the pattern paper or the strip, because this way the filaments of the paper breaks and we get the proper curve which we wanted for our project. After deciding the place, I am just going to prick a hole on the handle of the basket, and this I am going to use to attach with the basket using a brad. Before that I am just applying the laces on the edges of the basket, because after attaching the handle it would be difficult to apply the laces properly. Now this is the brad which I am using to attach the handle and basket together. I believe the size is approx 7 to 8 mm. Same way I am going to attach the other side as well. And that's how our beautiful movable handle is ready. Now I am going to decorate my basket using the die cutout. So this is the die from the same die set. You can also decorate your album as per your choice. You can put some flowers, or you can put some elements, ephemeras, or any of the elements if you wish. Also I am decorating my handle here. I am just using a chipboard design here from the same pattern paper set. And as you can see, the inside part of the basket is also covered with the pattern paper now. And that's how our album is almost finished. Now to hide the brads, I am just going to apply these tiny flowers. I am going to paste on it. And this way we have created a very beautiful album with a coordinating basket along with a movable handle. It is a perfect gift to give your loved ones, and also for your custom orders, or for any of your project which you wanted to make for your loved ones and your family members. And just see how beautifully the basket has turned out. You can follow the same measurement just to get the exact size of basket and the album, and you can decorate it as per your design. Now let's have a quick walkthrough of the entire work which we have done. love this entire idea, the making process, some beautiful tips, and I'm sure there are many things which you are gonna apply into your crafting journey. So let me know in the comments how you like the entire video and the project, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon. I'm going to meet you in my another video. Till then, bye. Happy crafting.